Picture your ideal school and what it could have. Did it include a good-looking school? Nice students? How about nice faculty? But I bet it didn't include a nasty washroom. My name is James. I'm in grade 10 and I go to Iona Catholic Secondary School. In 2013, an Iona student made a documentary detailing how bad the school washrooms were. My purpose of this documentary is to see if anything's changed with our new principal. 6 years ago, the student washrooms faced many problems, such as no locks on the doors. But does Chini taking over as principal change anything? I decided to focus on one washroom per story of the school. Mainly because one of the washrooms on the first floor is locked. Like it's been locked, so that's why. First off, I'd like to look up different appeals policies on the student washrooms, but there aren't any in the agenda, so we might have to look it up. Now I just found the December 2010 secondary school guidelines. Now looking at the requirements, you don't really need much. Just a lavatory, a toilet, and a mirror. Now the guidelines say you don't need much, but do the students think otherwise? To get an unbiased opinion about the washrooms, I gathered major aspects of the student population. Okay, who do we have here?
Max.
Okay, Max, what grade are you in?
10.
Alright, do you use the washroom a lot?
Yes.
What's your experience with the washrooms at Iona?
I'm an athlete, so I have to use the washroom a lot. But I have trouble finding the best and cleanest washroom because there's none.
Alright, thank you. Who do we have here?
Cameron.
Alright, Cameron, what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 10.
Alright, Cameron in grade 10. Do you use the washroom a lot?
Yes.
What's your experiences with the washrooms at Iona?
Well, I'm an average student, so I drink a lot of water, and it's hard for me to find. It takes a lot of time for me to find a good washroom, like a clean one.
That's tough. Who do we have here?
My name's Christian Palermo.
Alright, Christian, what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 10.
Do you use the washroom a lot?
Yeah, about 4 times a day.
Alright, what's your experience with the washrooms at Iona?
I'm gonna be honest, they're pretty bad. There's always piss and on the floor. There's never toilet paper in there. The stall doors are always broken. There's piss on the toilet seats. There's toilet paper clogged in the toilet. There's wrappers everywhere. There's always wet paper shot out of a straw stuck on the ceiling and on the floor. There's toilet paper always getting stuck on my shoe because it's always lying on the ground. It's overall terrible.
That's so tough. I feel bad for you. Now, are the washrooms as bad as the students say they are? Let's head into the first washroom. As you can see, when I enter the washroom, I don't even need to turn the handle to open the door. I'm with my friend Momo to help me see if the sinks work. But they don't. Look at all this trash in the urinal, fam. Like, what is that? Band-aid wrappers and some next papers. Like, I don't even know how you can crack the sink. Like, this is straight stone. You know, you gotta make sure there's no one under there, cause like the door is closed, you know. But like, and there's no one in there, and it's still locked. Like, I can't even open the door. Like, what is this? Alright, we headed to washroom number 2. Momo's still helping me in this. Guy, look at this trash can. It's flipped the other way. Like, how am I supposed to put my trash in there? Makes no sense. Fam, how How is this burnt? Like, does the Human Torch go to our school? Oh my. Well, I'm glad to know at least one of the sinks works, but it's still cracked. And again with the locked doors, like, what is this? And of course, more broken sinks. If you have a weak stomach, I suggest you look away the next 10 seconds, because this part is really disgusting. I noticed that I find these a lot in our washrooms. Unflushed toilets and some next disgusting stuff around it, man. How can we compare Iona's quality of the washrooms to other places? Well, you can't compare Iona's washrooms to, let's say, a home washroom, where it depends on how often the homeowner is cleaning their washroom. A good comparison would definitely be a public washroom, where hundreds or thousands of people go and are typically known to be dirty. So I decided to go to Erin Mills Town Center. Thousands of people are shopping there every day. So how would the washrooms in Erin Mills hold up? Let's find out. Like, look at these urinals. Like, it's actually proper. Like, and it actually smells nice too. I had to get the toilet shot, and it's actually neat. Like, it's actually flushed with no next toilet paper around it. I was in here alone, you know, so I couldn't get no mans to film me. But like, I assure you that all the sensors in the sinks work. So obviously, there's a huge difference in the quality between Erin Mills and our school. So we have to find the bottom of this. You know, I had to get the big boss, head honcho, Mr. Cheney. He's been a principal for a long time, like at Joan of Arc too. Like, I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing. I'm gonna ask him a couple questions about the washrooms. So these are some of the questions that I prepared for Mr. Cheney. Alright, so we have Mr. Cheney, the principal of our school. I'm gonna ask him a few questions about the school washrooms.
Hi, Mr. Cheney.
Hi, Cameron.
Alright, so do you know about the quality of the student washrooms?
Yes.
Apparently they're like kind of like bad. There's like
Well, what do you mean by bad?
there's like lots of like toilet paper on the ground. Some of the like the sinks don't work, and like there's some of the toilets aren't flushed.
Okay.
Even in the morning.
Okay. So with regards to the toilet not flush, one of the things too are teenagers are disgusting creatures. Okay. A lot of people don't flush, even when they're done in the morning. So I can tell you that their washrooms are all checked before the day starts, and they're checked about 2 or 3 times over the course of the day. Some actually a little bit more than that. So with regards to the flushing of the toilets, they are flushed before the day starts. Then after that, you know, we try to get to them, but students don't seem to know how to do that. With regards to toilet paper on the floor, it's the same thing. So I do know that the custodians go in and they will check 2-3 times a day, clean it up, make sure that it's you know, that everything looks good, and then they'll go. But unfortunately, like I said, we have students who don't use the bathrooms appropriately.
All right, so you just answered my second question: how often the washrooms are cleaned? So 2 to 3 times a day. So
By the way, that doesn't include after school.
okay, wait, how many times are they like cleaned after school?
Well, usually once. I mean,
Right.
they sort of a better cleaning gets done once at the end of the day after school is over. The floor is mopped and all that kind of stuff. So
All right, so you were a principal at Joan of Arc.
I was, yes.
Correct. So I was there last year, right?
Yeah.
Do you know why like the washrooms there are more cleaner than here?
Yes, I can tell you why, because it's newer.
All right.
So our school is 25 years old. Joan of Arc is like 12 or 13 years old. And on first glance, because of the age of the tiles and the grout and the facilities that are in there, it doesn't look as clean as it is. But I can tell you though, the bathrooms here are good in comparison to other places I've been.
All right, I agree. Do you think it's the students or the janitors' responsibility for the quality of the washrooms?
I think it's a mixture of both. I mean, I think the custodians do what they need to do cleaning wise, but I mean, when students go in and they vandalize in the bathroom, or they leave things lying around, or they don't follow up with their own mess that they do, then that becomes a problem, right? I can give you an example. If somebody pees on the toilet seat, the least they can do is clean it up. They don't have to leave it there.
That's
Right.
That's true. Is there a lot of school budget going to the cleaning of the school washrooms?
Well, I don't know how much of the school budget goes into it, but yeah, I mean, cleaning supplies that they need, whatever repairs need to be done, and all of that. That's part of the budget that we take care of.
All right, and last question: why is there's a washroom near the drama class?
Yes.
Why is it always that one is always locked?
That one is always locked because that's the place where we have found students doing the most things that they're not supposed to be doing. So that's the place where students were going to vape. That's the place where students were going to smoke, and where we found vandalism. So they would be ripping off the soap dispenser off the wall, turning over the garbage can. So we decided to lock that as just as a sign to say, we're not going to put up with that.
All right,
Okay,
thank you, and that's it.
my pleasure.
And that's all our questions answered. But does it still raise more questions? Like, are Chini or the students lying? Or did we catch the janitors on a bad day? We'll never know, but I guess it's left up to interpretation. But it's still kind of sad to see that within 6 years, not that much has changed within the school washroom. At the end of the day, it is our responsibility to clean up after ourselves. It's not only the janitor's problem. So my call to action is that I'm planning to put each of these signs telling each student to clean up after themselves in all the washrooms to help make a change. Hopefully we'll see some progress within the next few years. And that concludes my documentary. Thank you for watching.